Soap Center special contributor Mimi Torchin sits down with one of the soap's hottest romantic heroines. Then, Lindsay Korman has the answer to this fan's question.
I'm a huge fan of Lindsay Korman. I'd like to know if she could be in any Broadway musical, which would it be, and who would she like to play?
In this Soap Center Spotlight.
Hi, come on in. How are you? Oh, it's so great to see you. Welcome to New York. Your career has been almost non-stop since you were a kid. You started doing those kiddie beauty pageants when you were very, very young. So I wonder, what do you remember about those pageants the most? Both the good parts and the bad parts. What are your most vivid memories?
It gave me confidence. I know it sounds very odd because some people think that pageants may be, detrimental to a child's, youth, the competition and this and da-da-da-da, but I found that it gave me strength, actually, to go up and to make myself available to people in a confident way. How do I want them to see me? And then you walk down and then you have your discussions, you have your questions on stage, which were so nerve-wracking. That was one of the bad things, was those questions. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like 12 trying to answer these solve the world problem questions.
Is that when you started at 12?
Yeah, pretty much.
Was this your idea to do this, or didn't your mom sort of come up with the idea?
Yeah, well, a friend saw me perform The Ugly Stepsister and Cinderella.
I can't imagine. Must have used a lot of makeup.
at my elementary school. And she's like, oh my gosh, your daughter would be great, beauty pageant. And she's like, what do you think? And I'm like, okay. So we just did it, and that's how it started.
You were a complete novice when you were hired for pageants as far as television was concerned and being on a soap opera. So what was the absolute hardest lesson?
Absolutely. Ongoing process. Your dialogue, every morning you work, you do your dialogue, then you go home and it's constant going, but fun. There's energy behind it, and I live for energy, so.
What do you think are the greatest rewards that you've garnered so far?
I've made some amazing relationships and very grateful and very blessed for the people that are on the show and that have changed and helped improve my life.
Do you believe in fate? Do you believe in destiny? That this is sort of the way it was meant to be?
Yes, I do. Actually, we have choices in life, and we're here to make what choice we're supposed to make, and that choice is what that choice is, because that is the choice. You know what I mean? That's what we made. So as long as we try to be positive and do what we can do, I think then that's a great goal. Okay,
so Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, this character cries more than anybody on daytime. Can it just happen spontaneously, or do you have a method to your madness?
Well, in the beginning, I didn't realize that I was gonna have to go there all the time, because I had no clue what my character was what she's gonna do, what her life was like, or anything, or how she was emotionally. But I had to think of things. I definitely had to take a moment real fast, because things move like that. So I had to make up stories, to go to real stories, to do whatever I can to be in the moment, any option that I could go. But I kept going through all these avenues, and now it's very easy for me to go there now.
You and your boyfriend Mark Probert,
yes.
You write together, and in fact you wrote "Kiss Me."
Yes.
That you and Travis sang so beautifully on the show. That was such a romantic moment.
Travis is a good guy. I asked him, he was like, "Yeah, I'll sing."
Hold me, give me a place, help me find my way.
This was a beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
It really is. I love
Well, it was inspired by the character, so it was great.
Let's say some young kid who was getting ready to break into show business came to you and said, Lindsay, you've been so successful, you've done so many things. What is the most important piece of advice you would give them?
Follow your instincts. Follow what you believe. Follow the inner self. Not what everybody else tells you, not what you hear from anybody else, but what you feel in your heart. Then go for that.
I think it's a fantastic piece of advice. It's really, really wonderful to admit you. You're a wonderful girl, and you're very, very bright, as well as being talented.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Nancy, and I'm from Hebron, Ohio, and I'm a huge fan of Lindsay Korman. I'd like to know if she could be in any Broadway musical, which would it be, and who would she like to play?
Hello, Nancy. Thanks for the question. And actually, I would love to play Belle on Broadway in Beauty and the Beast. I saw it with my parents, and it's just such a beautiful musical. I loved the sets, I loved the acting, and it would be so fun to play in a fairy tale role.
Soap Center, the world of soaps like you've never seen it before.